Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to After Dinner Pipe and Coffee. Smoking my LL Bean with some Cornell and Deal autumn evening. Perfect for this kind of night. And just some Folgers tonight. Black, of course. Just got home from work. I don't know. 8 o'clock? I don't know. 7:30. Put over 525 miles on my truck today. It was up in New York State. And boy, this is really good. Really, really good. It's autumn evening. It's been a while since I've had some of this. So, and we're smoking really nice. It's got that chocolatey flavor to it. But, yeah, long day. I was telling you yesterday, or last night, I wasn't looking forward to going over the mountain. The elevation gets up there pretty good. Enough that there have been times in September that there's been snow. Like snow squalls or something. So, So I hit some snow squalls today, some freezing rain on the way up this morning. And some fog on the way back with some heavy rain. So wasn't a fun ride. It's in the trucking business what we call white knuckling and butt puckering. I had a few moments there. I didn't think I was going to be able to stop. And when you come down that mountain, and it's wet, and it's slick, you've got traffic all around you. I've had a number of people who literally passed me and got right in front of me and then slowed down. And that's hard on the brakes. It's hard on the truck. I was carrying 46,000 on the back. I was close to 70,000 pounds. You know, let's see, 22, 60, 46, 68, yeah, 70,000 pounds. Sorry, I got a stray mustache here, tickling my nose. So, it was an interesting ride. When I got into Scranton, I hit traffic all the way down and through to Wilkes-Barre, which is the next city over, or down. About 15 miles, you know. And then it was just traffic. So when you come into Wilkes-Barre, you come down out of Scranton down a little bit, and then you just make a gradual descent back up the mountain. And it seems like that's all you're doing for the next 20 miles, 30 miles. And then it's a descent down, not a steep descent, but it's winding, curving, S-turns, enough to have signs out for trucks to do 45 mile an hour. And with the traffic and the rain and the fog and the heavy downpours, speed was averaging between 45 and 50 mile an hour. So Yeah, nobody was going that fast. So I did that speed limit for about 2 hours. I had, we're on electronic log devices. Some of my trucker friends that are watching this will know. So I had 11 minutes to spare when I got back and parked my truck. So before I would have had to throw the time into a 16-hour. When you go over your hours, you're allowed a total of 14. 11 driving, 3 on duty. But when you go over 14 hours, our ELDs automatically kick us into a 16. But you're only allowed to do those once a week. Or once every 70 hours, I forget. I don't know. Doesn't happen often. But I've done it twice in the past month. So. But, yeah. So this is all supposed to leave. And I'm supposed to have a windy day tomorrow, I think. With some sunshine. So. But, boy, this autumn evening's just hitting the spot. Folks, it was a stressful drive. Like I said before, I'm going to get another sip. That was good. Like I said before, driving a tractor trailer is not easy. You're looking at gauges. You're looking in your mirrors. You're listening and feeling your truck because you need to hear maybe a tire blow, the engine doesn't sound right. Every truck has its own personality is the way I look at it. I know what my truck's supposed to feel like. If something's not feeling right, I'll know it because I drive so much. So gauges to make sure everything looks good. Mirrors. You're constantly driving on the defense for the reason I told you. Like people pass me and cut right in front of me. I had people passing me at high rates of speed. I have to assume that everybody out there doesn't know what they're doing. It's highly stressful in the fact that if there's an accident, my company can get sued. I can get sued. Right away, everybody wants to blame the truck driver. And you know what? There are legitimate cases where it is the driver's fault. But I can't tell you how many times that people pass me and they're on their cell phones while they're driving. I just don't get it. And truck drivers do the same thing. People know not to text me. And they know that if they text me, I'm not answering until I stop. During the day. So. But, yeah. I'm glad to be home. I'm going to take full advantage of this weekend. I'm wiped out. I mean, it was a hard week. Fortunately, I got my assignment for Monday. It was in my mailbox at work. And it's an easy day Monday, thank God. Because I just... Ooh. But, I got to listen to some of the videos today. Got to watch some of them when I was sitting for a few minutes. So I'm trying to catch up on everybody. So I'm going to stay up a little later tonight and watch some more. I ordered some new tobaccos last night. I'm excited. One of them I have, because Old Dirty, I forgot to take this out of my ear. Because Old Dirty gave it to me, he didn't like it. Dan's Blue Note, but I ordered a tin. There's only half so much of it in a jar. It's good. And then I ordered Orlick Golden Slice. And shoot. There was 3 of them I ordered. Orlick's Golden Slice, Dan's Blue Note. I can't remember what the third one was. I don't know. That kind of a day. But I'm going to order some more stuff tonight. Because I've earned it. Actually, I'm probably going to get another Colt Blood Red Moon. And I was smoking that today. I took that. Well, I did that video this morning. I smoked that. I smoked almost all that I took. I had Fireside maybe 2 bowls, that was it. And I had some early morning pipe, which I hadn't smoked in a while. And boy, oh boy, I'll tell you what, I missed that. It's good stuff. This LL Bean pipe was one of the ones I picked up. An estate pipe. And Boswell's put a new stem on it for me. Cleaned it up. Archie did a great job. And it smokes well. It's one of my favorite pipes in the rotation. And it just hangs right there. Right in the teeth. Just hangs right there. Perfect. And I can really get a good taste right there, because it just goes right back. And I think that's why I like my Church Warden so much, because it does the same thing, it hangs. And I think that's why this style is so popular, because you can get a good taste. You can get a good smoke out of it. And but I'm tired. Mentally, not physically. I'm just mentally tired. It's been a long week. It's a good week. Hard work, like I say, never hurts anybody. But I hope that I can get home a decent hour next week. This was an unusual week for me. I don't normally work like that every day. 10, 12-hour days. Today was a 13, almost 14-hour day. Just shy of 14. So, but it's not cold out. It's just comfortably cool. And it's wet. So I think for my final smoke tonight, I might do one of my flakes tonight. I don't know. We'll see what I'm in the mood for. But for me, this works for me. I used to smoke the fireside first thing in the morning, then I'd smoke it at night for my last smoke of the day. And what I did was I changed it up because I smoked the fireside throughout the day. So what I've been doing for myself is in the evenings, I've been treating myself to different tobaccos. Ones that I don't normally smoke and haven't smoked for a while. And I'm making a list of what I think of those. And what I'm finding is, and I put a little note, smoke again 2 weeks. What I did today was I smoked the Colt Blood Red Moon so much, tired of it. I shouldn't have done it. Because when I lit it up, after it's been 3 weeks, when I lit it up, I was like, oh man, I forgot how good this was. This morning. They're just, for me, it spoils it for me. So, I have to, I'm learning the balances. I'm learning what works for me and how I can enjoy all my tobaccos when I do smoke them. Because I have quite a bit. And I need to rotate them. Like I rotate my pipes, I think. But like I'll put the autumn evening down until next week. I'll smoke this once a week. It's one of the few, I think it's the only Cornell and Deal that I really like. Excuse me for yawning, that I really like. I have Americana, I have Blue Ridge. Not a fan. They're okay. So, if anybody wants them, I'll send them to you. They're jarred up, so I'd have to send them to you in a baggie. They're okay. Just not a fan. This is the only Cornell and Deal I think I like. Actually, the autumn evening. Because it's just different than the rest of their stuff. But I've been getting turned on to Peterson's. I have Peterson's Connoisseur's Choice. It's okay. It's a bit much for me, like the aperitif was when I first tried it. But I'll do it again. I'll pick it up in a month and smoke it. There's the flakes I've been smoking. So I'm kind of like favoring some of this other stuff over some of my aromatics. I'm enjoying them. I think that's the key, is to make it work for you. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it work for me. So I balance it out. I try to balance it out. The Lane 1Q, like I said, it's my daily. I smoke it daily. I haven't smoked the Velvet since that day that I realized it was my grandfather's tobacco that he used to smoke. So I need to break that out again. I haven't smoked a couple others I have to pull out, but I have such a collection right now, and I have more coming, then I need to really start rotating them. I think I'll enjoy it. It's like eating, you don't want to eat pizza every night. You want to try something different. So you try pork chops, or you put a steak, and it's the same thing with the tobaccos, is what I'm finding for me. For me, what works for me. So I don't know what would work for you, but I know what would work for me. So anyhow, folks, thanks for joining me. I didn't expect to go 20 minutes, but I did. I made it. I'm going to go inside now and load this up, watch some videos on YouTube, and order some more tobacco. It'll be interesting to see what I can find. I like researching and reading. That's how I found the Orlik golden mixture, I think it was, that I had. I read it and went, oh, that sounds delicious. I'm going to try it. So it's not about getting this or that because that looks cool, or oh, I want to have this on hand. Nah, for me, it's some of them I haven't even tried yet. I have stuff sitting in there I haven't even tried. Bought it, haven't tried it yet, but I know I'm going to get to it. And for me, that's what it is. It's one of those, I like Mel Harris and what he says. Mel's got a bunch. I think this is what you said, Mel. Mel's got tobaccos that he's acquired, and he hasn't even smoked them yet. Hasn't even tried them, and that's cool because the neat thing is when he does try them, he'll hopefully put up a video, and we'll get to experience that first time with him, which is really cool. And that's what I like about watching some of these videos. When people smoke something for the first time, and they give a first impression, not a review, a first impression. An impression, when someone gives a first impression to me, and when I give mine, it's giving what I like, what my opinion is of this first smoke. It takes 4 or 5 smokes for me to decide whether it's a keeper, whether I really like it or not. It's just the way I do things. But you may do things differently. But if it's a review, I like to watch those too, because I trust a couple of people on here with their reviews enough to try something out. So, well, that's it. I got to end this. I got to go inside. So, y'all have a good evening. I will see you in the morning. I'll probably do a morning video because it's the weekend, and that's what I do. So, because I'm going to make cookies tomorrow too. So I'll tell you about that tomorrow morning. Light them up, everybody.